What's up, you guys? I'm Philly. I seen a post yesterday that said, be the quiet one in the room, right? I forget who shared it. I think it was Unique. Anyway, that is so true. It's like when you go through a bunch of things in life and you get to a certain age, because I'm almost 50 years old. I know I don't look like it, okay? So I deceive a lot of people with it. And I'm very young in spirit, like a childlike spirit, but I am going to be 49 years old in April. And you go through things in life and you get to a point where you realize I'm just too old to go back and forth. When you're sure about what you're saying, you don't need to go back and forth constantly because you're that sure about it. You're just like, I said it, and you can keep going on, and then eventually the person on the other side will realize that they're just arguing with themselves. Now, when I give advice based off something I've actually gone through personally, 111 in my life, and I learned the hard way from it, and I give that to somebody else, especially when there's legal shit involved, and they take that and they want to make something else out of it, and then try to put dirt on my name, you're going to be the one to deal with the karma with that. Okay? I've been through it. I don't talk about all that kind of stuff because not everything is everybody's business, you feel? But go ahead. There's a reason I do the things I do on here. I'm very genius about the way that I expose. You can't put people's first and last names unless that shit has already been out or it's defamation. It's the same things. It's the same thing that some of these readers are claiming are being done to them is what some of them are doing, okay? Now, you can't sit there and put murderer on people and witches and stuff and sacrificing and put people's pictures and their family members and stuff on a public page unless that shit has already been proven, or you will have a defamation suit. And I know that I know that some people say that they don't care. Yeah, my shit was pure, man. Thank you. That's my spirit guide saying, like, when I gave you that advice, man, I was looking out for you. That was pure advice, period. But I'm going to leave it at that because, like, I don't spit names out and I don't go back and forth. I am too old for it. I'm too grown. I don't invite you in my business. Don't be in it. But, yeah, so let's just, let's just keep going. Let's see what they want to talk about. Hit the like button for me. There's a lot of healers that need healing, There's a lot of people who are calling themselves healers that still have a hard time handling certain situations verbally. It's like speaking too quickly. And, I used to be that person. So let's just get into this. Poet expresses soul insights in symbolic language. Let's see if this is the positive or the negative. English, pure English. I don't know. I guess, whatever that is. I can never choose. Is this the light attribute of this? No. Turns a lyric gift into a destructive effect. This could be somebody. This could be, I don't know, somebody's English could be off. Like I don't know. I feel like the spirit guides could be saying this could be somebody that just has their own language or something like that. Hold on a second. I command the true spirit. Is this like slang, like language? I don't know. I guess we'll see what they want to talk about here. Somebody that has a gift, but they're using it in a negative way. Let's see who this is. Where am I? Oh. Hold on. I'm going to use these actually. Alright. Let's see who has or who's gifted. They have a gift, but that's what this is. They turned this beautiful gift into something destructive. This could be somebody literally that, like, the way that they approach people with their communication needs to be worked on. Okay, so let me just see. It has to do with the way somebody speaks, is what they're saying. That's what's popping up. Tell me about this. Yes. Tell me about whatever this is, please. Childish. It's very immature. Page of Cups. That's somebody. It could be the way someone argues. the way someone handles situations. All right, let's go. Page of Cups. The way someone expresses themselves is immature. Yeah, with the Page of Swords, this could literally be them pulling on this, what I just talked about, man. Let me see. But, yeah, like, I feel like somebody needs to, like, chill out. I feel like that's what they're saying, is, like, chill out. Like, somebody offered you, like, genuine. That's also, like, you know, besides being immature for me, that's, like, an offer, and somebody just, like, kind of denies it. It's like being given, pure advice or pure information, and then taking something and then making something like, all right, that's what it is. Thank you. I feel like what they're saying is there's somebody or multiple people who are taking something that somebody gave them, offered them, said to them, and like turning it into something and making shit out of it. I command the true spirit. Is that what you guys are saying? Yeah. This could be like advice, you know, there's, because this is communication, Leo energy, karma. Someone's going to get karma for arguing with somebody who gave them solid advice, man. Yeah, middle class. Oh, I don't know. Somebody could use those words, man. Somebody could say, oh, middle class. Like, they could use that terminology. It sounds like somebody that's mad still at other things, and they still take it out on other people. They're mad at where they're at, or they're mad at, I don't know, man. Yeah, that somebody needs to look at something from a different perspective here, because I feel like somebody took something the wrong way. Yeah. And I feel like, well, somebody, I see one person took it as something, and then there's another person that's just like, oh, whatever, you know, and they're just sitting here hanging like, I guess, you know what I mean? So it's like, how is somebody handling a situation is what this feels like. It feels like a dichotomy in like the way something's being handled, something's being communicated. Fire sign, mother, so they could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius mother on one side of this. Throwing everyone under the bus to get a shorter sentence. Uh-oh. Oh, that could just literally, they could literally be confirming what I'm saying about what just happened this morning, man. I mean, I don't think it's the shorter sentence. It could be for somebody, or it could just be like just throwing people's information out there without realizing the legal backlash that you can get from that. Hold on a second. Is this to get a shorter sentence? No, but it's basically just throwing people's names out there, not realizing the legality of it, correct? I'm probably not going to make this very long, because I feel like what they just want to, they're just letting me know that I handled it right. I said the right thing as a healer, and when I claim to be a healer, I feel like it's my responsibility when I see somebody doing something that almost got me caught up, and I had to learn that way, to give them that kind of advice, not to be told after that what side are you on, and this, that, or the other. Like that came from a genuine, pure heart, what I said. And so that tells me that there's something unhealed in you still, for you to have that was your response. Lisa, I don't know what Lisa's about. Yeah, fool. Like, I feel like you may feel like a fool or something like that. Denial of your emotional truth. That's what it feels like. I feel like you need to learn. Somebody needs to learn some things and stop playing like they know so much. I don't know how old this person is, but I feel like it's like sometimes you need to, like, humility and devotion to knowledge, instead of just being so combative. And that's what this is for me. You know, I know exactly what this is. Somebody literally took something like completely the wrong way. Now this is another situation. All right, I feel like they're done with that message, okay? Because I don't believe this is someone trying to get you on camera, wherever it be. I'm gonna clear this because I feel like that was just my spirit guides going like, you did what we told you to do. let that person deal with the repercussions, I guess, if they didn't want to believe you were trying to be helpful. So let's just get into what else we need to focus on here, man. I'm telling you, ever since I learned about cause and effect and karma, I handle things completely different. I'm very much aware of how things play out. All right, let's see. What do we need to know here, please? Knows that they're dying. So somebody's actually dying? One side of their brain. So I don't know, somebody could have been diagnosed with brain cancer or something. Somebody, yeah, I don't know. Somebody knows that they're dying and they're still not taking accountability for stuff that they've done. Like, this will be the kind of thing where somebody on their dying, like their deathbed. You know how sometimes they say, like, I think I was watching, what was I watching? Oh, it was that Army Hammer stuff about his family and how dark these dudes were. They were misogynistic men who had billions, and they treated women like shit. And they did a lot of nasty things to women. They covered up murders and everything in the family. See, that's already out, so we can speak on that, you know? There's things you have to know before you just start throwing full names out of people and pictures and everything. It's just, you know, I don't know. But basically, the grandfather did so many nasty things that on his deathbed he wound up saying that he believed Jesus Christ was his Lord and Savior. Like, that's the punk way out. And really, it don't even mean nothing, because we all know now that, like, that whole story is not even what we thought it was. So people thinking that they can just say that before they die after doing all this dirty stuff to people in their lifetime and other lifetimes, but just saying, I believe Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior, and then they literally go into this other realm, and it's like, I don't know where they wind up, but there is no Savior in 1212 named Jesus Christ over there going, don't worry about it, man. I know you killed this one and raped this one and did that, but, you know, you believe me? Cool. Anybody who believes that, you need to wake up. But what's with the doubt, man? So let's find out who this is. Tell me about this knows that they're dying. Let me shuffle these a little bit. Truth. And they still don't want to take any accountability. This is somebody that will literally go to the grave before they will admit that they were wrong or that they did anything. We'll see what it is. I'm so grateful for coffee. All right, let's see. Tell me about Pisces. There's a Pisces that knows that they're dying, and they're still not to left brain. I don't know. Something's eating at someone's brain. I don't know. This could be like did I just say ST? I don't know why. I don't know. This could literally just be somebody doesn't have much time, and they know this, and they're still, you know, being who they are, I guess. Tell me about this moon. Yeah, truth. So it's definitely a Pisces here for somebody. Someone's name could begin with the letter N. It could begin with the letter R. I just saw R again. Let's see. Can I get 3 letters with this, please? F. That could be first or last initial for someone. Victory lapse. Victory lapse. It was spelled LAPSE, so it's a lapse in victory. So this person, they didn't win in a situation when it came to one of you or somebody or whoever's listening. They didn't win. And they're not going to win because it's a victory, a lapse in victory. So, I guess, I don't know, man. FH. FHS. For heaven's sake. Deformed. Somebody could literally be looking different. Like the ugly on the inside of somebody could literally be deforming their hold on a second. Is somebody's face like getting deformed? I don't know. Somebody could have had a stroke, deformed faster. Okay. So whoever this person is, if it's not a Pisces for some of you, it could literally just be someone who's so dark, 1515, that it's starting to affect the shape of their face. For heaven's sake, it's ridiculous, he just said. Yeah, so I can't even true spirit. This is somebody that is just like, I guess that's a spirit, your spirit guide's going like, for heaven's sake, like admit that you were wrong. What did they do? All it's doing is facilitating this sickness, is what they're telling me. Blood and skin everywhere. I don't know. Tell me what's up with this person. Oh, they wanted to torture another person. So you're not going to... Okay. So let me get this straight. So somebody wanted to torture somebody and they can't. They know that they're dying. I feel like they've been diagnosed with some illnesses or something, and they still don't want to admit that they setting somebody up, or that they did somebody dirty. So they're going to take this to the grave, man. Yeah, afraid of secrets getting exposed. Well, so you know what this reminds me of? That because I'm picking up on their energy. I have no problem running my mouth about everybody else's secrets, but when it comes to my secrets getting exposed, if you say anything, then I'm going to attack you until I'm gone. That's what's happening. Somebody's going to wind up dying this way. Who did they want to torture? Let's find out who they wanted to torture. Tell me about torture you, like this beautiful person. Tell me about torture you, please. This could be with lying, spying. I'm the talk of the town. They could have wanted to torture you because you could have spoke some truth about them as well. Yeah, they can't stand that you're happy though. Tell me more, man, with this. Yeah, look, somebody's disappointed in something that you said, but I feel like it was truth. With the Page of Swords and the upright, and this is true. So you spoke truth about something about somebody. Maybe you knew this person wanted to torture you, and you protected yourself by speaking about it, and now they're mad. Oh man, I'll tell you what, I don't know about you, but like, this is why I don't do petty shit back and forth, because I'm too excited about wiping this type of shit off the planet. This is my main focus, and sharing what I've learned based off personal experience with someone to help them not have to go through the same thing. However people respond to that, or whatever playpen they want to jump in, or whatever word war that they want to get into that I just can't get down with. This is my focus right now. I don't need to prove myself or down somebody for any reason, okay? My main focus is to take people like this and destroy them so that they can't destroy other people. So forgive me if I don't go back and forth and tit for tat over petty shit stuff that I know that when I spoke the truth, it was the truth, because I actually personally went through it. This is what I'm focused on, because I'm tired of this energy coming out on the table. So everything else in my life literally has taken a back seat. Everything to this. I refuse to even have another relationship. You know, Brian and I are not together. We're living together because we are going to be like the first couple that actually can remember that we started out as best friends. Why do people start out as best friends and then get into relationships and then something doesn't work out? It's usually one side, you know, because if both people worked out and they were doing the right thing, then it's usually there's somebody on one side that can't either commit, or they can't grow up, or they take advantage of someone, or they self-sabotage because they can't believe they got the person, or they cheat, or they lie. In our situation, it was just that, you know, I just kind of felt like I needed more of a man if they were going to be called my boyfriend to protect me than what he was doing. And I wasn't angry, and all I said is, I'm by myself on this thing. So why can't I said I don't want a relationship for the rest of my life. I want to live my life doing this, which is my purpose. I don't care about relationships. I don't care about men and dating them, nothing, because this fulfills me. That's when you know somebody is dead. Like this is all I care about, is exposing these types of people, man. And I put my life on the line for it. And there's nobody that can tell me that I'm not, that I'm a fraud, or that I give false support and this, that, or the other. Yeah, you nobody can say that about me. And be careful what you're saying. So basically, I said to him, let's be the first two people on this planet, probably, that I know anyway, that can go back to being best friends and understand, like, we don't have to have a title on what we have, really. I need you for certain things, 2020, and you need me for certain things. Why can't we just be two people who need certain things from each other and be that helping when no one else is around? And that's what we're doing. And when I tell you, we have never gotten along better. So this is, I don't need people to put anything on my name. I know I'm legit. You understand me? I know I am as real as it's gonna come. And I know that there's people who would love to say otherwise about me, but you can't. You can't. Because one, most people who want to put that on my name, you don't even know me well enough, okay? A lot of people, they were cool taking money from me, but because I didn't agree with something or I tried to tell them something to protect them, all of a sudden now it's, you want to say this, that, and the other. It's like I'm constantly regretting money that I've given out, man, really. But that's all right. That's my lesson to learn, right? But I believe in karma. It is what it is. You feel me? So yeah, this is what my focus is on right here, right now. Saving people, warning people, helping people, trying to make as much of a difference in this world as I possibly can, minus the petty Le Pew bullshit, okay? I don't do that. Son, why is Son here? It puts the lotion in the basket and does what it's told. I'm telling you, these are the types of people that I want to take off the planet. I don't really care about much. Trap. They wanted to trap another person. Son. What was this, man? Was Son... for some of you, they used their son, or this is somebody's son that they tried... I don't know. They could have tried to trap another person's son, too. Yeah, son, I don't know. They're saying for this message, I mean, I guess for whoever's listening, they could have tried to get your son caught up in a trap too. It was 2222. But this is a cuckoo. This is my focus. This is what I want to do. There's somebody here that's very dark and very demonic, and they will take this to the grave, and they will be suffering in the afterlife. That's my belief. They tried to trap another person, got caught in their own trap. Soulmates, this could have been a toxic soul tie. Somebody could have thought that you were soulmates or something like that. Remember, as far as people know, we're the perfect family. I don't know. They could have had their family involved in everything like that, man. I just feel like that this is somebody who, they really have a rough time admitting when they're wrong. Whoever this family is, for some of you, it's your family that I'm talking about, this family member. For others of you, this is somebody that you barely knew. It's going to be different for all of you, but there's definitely a Pisces sticking out to me right now. That felt that they were going to torture you. Okay, I'm telling you, I feel like this could have literally been like a soul mate, but soul tie. Yeah, warrior. That's look at and this is what we're supposed to be focusing on. Okay, you understand? Fighting. Peaceful warrior, though. We don't start problems. What's Lucas? That could mean something for somebody. Tell me about this warrior. Boundaries. Yeah, somebody put boundaries up, and I feel like that pissed somebody off. This is also what I'm seeing with the boundaries sticking out at me. For somebody, not for everybody. You saw something in this person that made you kind of like pipe down as far as wanting to be around them or even around them alone. You may have started feeling certain funeral. Somebody was planning another person's funeral. Thank you. Somebody was planning another person's funeral here, man. They were a part of this group that was installation. They could have already gotten a payment for doing this, and they couldn't track another person, and now they're in trouble. That's what I feel like is happening here. I can feel it. I can feel that somebody was a perceived target. They came for the right one. Somebody has boundaries. I do feel like for one of you, though, like you started feeling a certain way, or you saw this person maybe interact with someone else, or maybe they were talking bad about other people, and you learned your lesson, and you're like, damn, man, didn't I learn by now? You know, or this person, all they did was whine because I'm drawn to her, like, and you didn't want it. You know what I mean? All they did, like, this could be the kind of person that was like very judgmental with other people, and maybe you saw that this person, you're like, nope, you know what I mean? I see something about this person that I don't like, and you could have put boundaries up, and this person, it was like it's on with them. They took that real personally. Tell me about this warrior. Tell me about this warrior, please. M, that could be your first or last initial. I'm going to take 3 letters, though, for it. M, B. Tell me about this, please. One more. For somebody, this could be first and last initials of somebody, but I'm not. MBZ. Mind your business. That's what I thought when I first saw it, but let me see.
Every device in every room.
Where are you up here? When I was your age, we couldn't stream a movie when the power went out. You're only a year older than me.
A medication used to treat parasitic worm infestations. Mercedes-Benz. Oh.
Introducing the next generation 10G network, only from Xfinity. The future starts now.
Must be 0. You thought, oh my God, must be a 0. That's what it is. My ear just started ringing. Somebody thought that you must have been a 0, or you thought that this I feel like this person thought, wow, man. Wow. Somebody thought that this warrior was a 0, like that you had no worth. They had no worth. They're just like everybody else. I feel like somebody bad judge of character. Yeah, miserable. Must be a 0. I feel like this person was a 0, to tell you the truth. I feel like whatever this person felt about this warrior is actually how they felt about themselves. So they were projecting how they felt about themselves onto somebody else and thought this would be a perfect target. So now what's going on? Because, I mean, you know, for them to be bringing this up, something must be going on. Tell me about this, please. Do you even remember what started this? Yeah, well, I guess, what is this? I don't know what this is for you, but it's almost like, I mean, somebody came for a warrior. They never experienced somebody that would fight back or protect themselves before, and now that they did, it's like, what? Like, just leave it alone. There's somebody that didn't accept the way that you treat people. Or they didn't want to be trapped and kidnapped. You know, it's like something like that, like the balls on somebody, how dare you kind of thing is what I feel like. 2828, like this person said no. Like, I will not let you make money off of me, or I will not let you set me up for money. And somebody else is like pissed off about it. Yeah. I don't need to see it, but there's mental illness here. Yeah, essence. They tried to steal your essence, or they tried to taint your essence. Like, literally, they thought you... I feel like somebody thought that you were just like every other female or male, depending on who's listening, that they came across, and somebody is not. Right next door. Here we go again. Somebody's right next door to another person. They don't even know why they are coming for you so much. Do you know what started this? Cuts his head off right here. I get younger looking, you get older looking, so whoever this warrior is on the one side, I mean, I just feel like somebody's just, they're mad at the world with this miser thing. Can I get a first initial? Can I get a first initial, please, for this miser, this miserable person that just likes fighting or something like that? Can you just give me... I guess I'll get a few out for you guys. It's crazy because it's like whatever dark energy is in somebody, and I feel like has been for a long time. I just feel like somebody can't stand who they are, and instead of just taking accountability because it's, going reflecting on your life instead of deflecting and projecting, I feel like somebody's just letting this fester inside of them. They're like a ticking time bomb. Can I get letters for first names, please? P. It could be P or R for somebody. Tell me some more, please. It could be O or a K, A or a T. But this is like, man, rot. Somebody's rotting. Rot. Somebody's soul's rotten, or they're just a rotten person. So it's not. I don't know. The more somebody tries to torture somebody who's like, do you know I'm a warrior? If you don't want to believe that I'm a warrior, and I tell you, I can show you. Somebody's like very solid in who they are, and I think that's like they know where they come from. They know what they stand to receive. So somebody's like, why would I be tortured or allow you to torture me? Like, I've seen my future, or I know where I'm going. It's like, once you get somebody that knows their worth, and I mean like really knows it, you can't fade that person, man. You just can't. You just can't do it, Captain. Oh, and I wanted to tell you guys with your iPhone stuff. I turned the passcode off. I did some research. I turned the passcode off because apparently, if you only need the Face ID to log in, that's gonna make it difficult for your obs too. Let's see. Let's see. I guess what else? I don't know. Is this person next door to you? Power. Look, someone took all their power back. Like, there's a person that knows what side the power lies on, and it's not the side of this other person, man. Whether it's a Pisces or it's just somebody stuck in dark energy, whatever it is, somebody knows, like, I know that I'm the one that holds the keys in this situation. Birth. I haven't even checked this out. Essence, activity, and birth. Maybe you've been experiencing this type of activity. You could be a female and you've been experiencing this type of activity from toxic males your whole life. Or if you're a male, you could be experiencing whatever this is. I feel like okay, thank you. That warrior card, you've been a warrior since birth. You could have had complications with your birth. I mean, I don't know. You could have been sick as a child. Whatever this is, I just feel like you were prepared for this. And whatever life you had, it was preparing you to deal with these types of people who like to have control and power, and who like to, I don't know, they're just mentally sick. Tell me more, please. 8 could mean something, but that's abundance, man. Somebody's like, yeah, it's a wrap. It's over. This situation is like over. Yeah, control. Somebody, control. Now I'm all grown up. Yeah, somebody's like, you can't knock somebody off their shit at this point. It's impossible. Somebody else is going downhill and the other person keeps going uphill, so they keep getting further away. And the more somebody keeps trying to force themselves into somebody's uncrossed boundaries like that, it's going to keep getting worse and worse. I don't feel like anything's going right in this person's life. Tell me more, please. Stole your stimulus check and trafficking humans, right? No. So somebody, stop thinking that somebody is a target for your trafficking. No, take them off the list. Like, what in the actual fuck is going on here where somebody actually thinks, literally, look, stop exposing me. No. This is part of somebody's, why they're here, gang members. We don't care. Got caught in their own trap. Stop. Take the L, man. You don't have a choice but to take the L. That's it. And all your little minions, bro. You don't have a choice. You're not allowed to touch this person. It's not up to you. Yo, this sounds like somebody who has never been told no, and they may have been told no, but they had to do some real dirty, slimy, behind the scenes shit to prove to somebody in their sick mind that No, I say no. This person, though, that they're up against, they can't do that to. It'll be real fucked up if it's actually a dude on one side and a female on the other, because they have a real hard time piping down when it comes to a female being stronger than they are. Off-road vehicle into a tree. Well, I don't know, man. Somebody could literally like be suicidal. Yeah, they wanted you to be intimidated, but they're intimidated by you instead. This sounds like a dude, a supposed man that was knocked off of his self-proclaimed high horse throne, whatever the fuck this is, and they don't like it. Told your family you were suicidal so that they could traffic you. Look at this shit. No. You guys, let me ask you something. If you watch this, right, and you feel like this is your message, please post publicly that you are not suicidal, okay? Make that shit public. You're not suicidal, and if anything happens to you, these are the people who are involved. All right, I told the right people. I'm gonna leave it at that. But somebody's like, now, what I guess the trap is now that somebody's not dead or they're not suicidal. I had a dream, I was like weeks ago, but it was basically someone's family thought that somebody wasn't here, then they were supposed to just go missing because there was another group of toxic pieces of shit that had another plan for this person. But the universe was like, bitch, our plan trumps yours. What are you talking about? We'll even bring this one back to life when she dies or he dies. That's how big of a deal they are. And what do you do? And then I just kept hearing like gasping, and then it felt to me in the dream that they saw somebody, either they saw somebody out at a store and it's like, you're supposed to be missing or dead or something, or they started a platform and started talking about stuff, and it's like they had no idea all this was going on in the background, and their family members were in shock because they were looking at the person and they were told other things. Does he really need the battle? Yeah, this battle's already been won. Wow. They're frustrated they can't break you. It's that warrior, man. Listen, you would actually take a lot of stress off of your life, dear, if you would stop trying to frustrate someone else. It's clear that you're literally only having an effect on yourself. Sometimes this is definitely a dark narcissist who doesn't like losing, but they haven't realized their entire life is losing because of the way that they've showed up. But they don't, and this is that type of person where, go away. They're going to be going away for the rest of his life. They're going to regret this for the rest of his life. So they want you to go away. You're not going nowhere. This is an opportunist. Damn. My ugly on the inside is starting to show. I feel like somebody's looks are going, or they just look mad all the time, or miserable and shit like that. And it's just like, bro, or man, this could be a female for some of you, but damn. That's because they're just mad. They're jealous. They're a jealous person. Leo. Yeah, greedy. I feel like somebody drinks. It's just like darkness is manifesting inside of this person, boy. Dark. Tell me more. Told your family you were suicidal. Tell me about this, please. Told your family. Yeah. Oh, wow. You protecting yourself.
Video submissions of any kind are not accepted by MTV or the producers.
Look how she's looking like, huh? Huh? I literally feel like they told your family you were suicidal so that your family would put their boundaries up with you. You know what's really fucked up though is if somebody told your family that you were suicidal and they did put boundaries up instead of helping you. That would be a whole other like, what? But some of your family members could have actually been involved with this. Yeah. You put boundaries up. Tell me about the person. I'm curious. Give me a first initial for the person where they told your family you were suicidal, please. risky. Yeah, this was real risky, man. But I mean, I don't know how much of your story's out, but I feel like somebody's story is out enough, and there's been enough eyes on where like this person can't go back. They're stuck now. Because I feel like your family, let's find out if your family knows that you're not suicidal, that this person was going to traffic you. I want to see if this person, other person's family knows now. This is going to be that public story that a lot of tarot keeps picking up on. I came in a true spirit. Does somebody family know that they're not suicidal and that they're actually doing better now? Yeah. I command the true spirit. Hold on a second. Let me make sure it's... Damn. I command the true spirit. Is this out publicly now? Is this it is. This is too public. Nobody gets caught. Yeah, they're gonna though. There could be a situation where they didn't think nobody gets caught. Nobody was gonna get caught. Yeah, they're sitting here waiting on some kind, like just waiting on some kind of payout. Or they're constantly waiting as well. I just feel like, I don't know, this just feels like somebody who's like, they don't know what to do with themselves. Leo energy, but this person, like, this is a fight. Someone that likes to fight, physically handle, taking as much as they can physically handle. Somebody's health is deteriorating. This could be the person who's dying. It could be a Leo, a Pisces and shit, but this is just somebody who's so dark and they're so evil. I don't know. I don't like it, man. I don't like most of the energy I pick up on because there's just a lot of dark, nasty people walking amongst us, and they're going bye-bye, and I'm going to have something to do with it. That's all my motherfucking focus is on, is putting these people where they belong, because if the law is going to sit back on it, we're going to make it so uncomfortable and so public that they don't have a choice, and eventually they're going to have to switch sides. It's just going to happen. We're not going nowhere. Out.